This is the Effing One Podcast, Australia's only Formula One podcast with Adam and Luke.
G'day, welcome to Effing One, Australia's and the world's only advertising-free Formula One podcast. It's not because we haven't been approached to have advertising due to not reaching the minimum downloads threshold. That is part of the reason, but it is also because we won't let anyone tell us what we can and can't say, because this little Aussie podcast doesn't hold back telling it like it is. This is the podcast that the Nerang local newspaper, the Nerang Gazette, what a newspaper, big readership, 100 people?
Not many people in Nerang can read, but if they can,
100 people can read this newspaper. Said, and I quote, of this podcast, "It is the perfect balance of poor taste, inappropriate behaviour and unwanted sexual advances." That's from a quality local rag, the Nerang Gazette, which is a big rap. And a big shout out, by the way, to Lorraine, who was in charge of the Nerang Gazette.
She had a lovely interview.
Very big lady. Very lovely big lady. Sizable woman. And makes some beautiful pumpkin scones.
Really?
Big shout out to you, Lorraine. This is the mildly amusing podcast for the little Aussie battler, for the bloke or the Sheila that spent a lifetime being told what they can and can't do. This is the podcast you have been searching for. No one's going to tell you anything. We'll tell you a lot of shit, irrelevant stuff, but no judgment. So sit down, get comfy, and shut the hell up! Because two slightly overweight, middle-aged Aussie blokes are talking Formula One. G'day, Luke.
G'day, Adam.
How you going?
You know the thing I like about when people figure stuff out? You know, they've been told what to do. They finally get a chance to figure out, and they realise that they're just shit at everything.
Yes.
Just love watching that moment sink in where they sit there. It is me.
Yep. It's kind of like how we feel before we turn the microphones on.
Yeah. We just sit here in silence. Well,
let's turn the mic on. We might as well get this over and done with. Luke, it is so... Oh, I've got to tell you, Luke, big news. Big news.
What's the news, Adam?
Dan Ricciardo is on this podcast.
It's about bloody time.
I know we've promised him. And I know...
I've done it jokingly. I thought this would be a funny ongoing joke, but not tonight.
No. We are serious, Luke. Finally, we have locked him in. He has put some time aside for us. Thank you so much, Dan Ricciardo. We'll get you on in a second. He's listening to us down the line. We've got him on pause. We're going to speak to the great man.
Little goatee, moustachey thing he's got going on in Austin. You can see him in it.
He is a beautiful manscaped human being. He is Mr. Personality, the man, the saviour of Formula One. I don't think it's too much to say that.
He's the Jesus of Formula One?
Correct.
Or is he the God of Formula One?
He's like an Italian Roman showman.
Roman showman.
The Greek god. But Italian.
Yeah.
He is on this podcast, Luke. I am very excited. I can't wait to get into it.
I can see how excited you are.
Got your list of questions for him and stuff?
I've got heaps of questions.
Yep, good.
Why haven't you been on this podcast before? What took you so long to get on this podcast? Have you listened to it? It's all podcast related. It's got nothing to do with Formula One, nothing to do about Daniel Ricciardo.
No.
Just going to ask him about us.
We may mention the Nerang GP, Luke.
He'll be on board for that.
I think he might be a little upset.
Especially when we mention the nude section and free fruit.
Yes. What a beautiful Grand Prix we've put forward. But it seems with the schedule for next year, it's not on there, which is a great surprise to us.
Now, you look at it, you look at this glass half empty and go, Luke, we're not on the calendar.
Yeah.
I go,
I am.
It's true. But Formula One is very bad at spelling.
True.
So if you look on the date,
Yeah.
around, it's the 18th. So the 18th race
Yes.
on the 30th of September to the 2nd of October.
Right.
They've spelled it wrong. It says Singapore.
Oh.
It actually means Nerang.
That's Nerang.
That's Nerang.
It's a printing error.
That's why they've got little asterisks beside it.
Yep.
It's not about a contract. It's about we've spelt it wrong. We'll fix
Yep.
it later. So the Nerang Grand Prix
Is
book your flights.
Perfect.
Not direct to Nerang because there's no airport there.
No.
There's one close enough
Yeah. Yep.
that we could drop them off.
We could drop them off.
Yeah.
Yep. That's great news. So what you're saying is Singapore isn't going to happen. There's an asterisk right next to the name.
There's no Singapore. They don't exist.
It doesn't.
It's just called Nerang.
It's called Nerang. Perfect.
So whenever I see Singapore, I think Nerang.
People will be redirected from Singapore. They think they're boarding a flight to Singapore. They'll turn up in Nerang.
Do you want the Nerang update now?
Why not?
Besides the, the asterisk is clearly what they mean by saying Nerang.
It's very topical, Luke, because the schedule has been released. Tell us about the update of Nerang. This is the F1 podcast proposal for a second Australian Grand Prix. Nerang is, we think, a much better proposition than Melbourne.
Great place for a race.
Great place for a race. That's the motto. That's the tagline. Nerang, great place for a race.
But when we've stolen that motto from Nerang, that's like their town motto. Great place for a race. But there's only one race in Nerang, and it's white
people.
White trash.
Yeah.
Is littered.
Yeah.
All throughout
They've
Nerang.
slaughtered every coloured person.
If you have a tan,
that you will
don't go in there.
Don't.
If you fake tan, you'll be
You'll
thrown
be
out.
marched into a paddy wagon.
And you'll be told to leave Nerang.
Yeah, very tolerant people. Very tolerant people, the Nerangites. The Nerangians.
Very tolerant if you're the same colour as them.
Yeah.
Oh, no gays either.
No. Don't like the gays.
No gays.
And don't even ask about the transvest. Don't even think about the LGBTQs.
Qs. No, the LGBTQ community. If you can forget it,
Oh, forget about it.
you're fine on the podcast.
Don't go to Nerang.
But just don't go to Nerang. They will throw you in the Nerang River, and there's bull sharks.
If you
We don't want
float,
that to happen.
you're a poof and they shoot you. If you drown and you sink, you're
You're a witch.
You're
And they
straight
burn
and you're
you.
fine. But you are dead.
Yeah, because they'll burn you.
It's science.
Basically, there's not a lot of visitors that go into Nerang, and for good reason.
But a great track though, Luke. What a great place for a
Fantastic
race.
track.
It's a great place for a race.
Yeah, we have
Putting aside the racism,
we have given them
the drugs,
enough time
the trash.
to we've given them condoms,
The
but they never
smell.
use them.
It's a smell that you never get out of your nose.
It's a taste. It's a taste in the air. You know the places you go to and it just stinks, and you're like,
Yeah.
I remember that place. Jeez, it stank.
Yep.
Like I was walking the streets of Malaysia. I'll
Yes.
never forget that smell.
That open
It's just
sewer smell.
Open sewer.
Yeah.
Right up the nostril, like, people
Yeah.
are living. Someone's cooking food. And I'm sure the food smells good around open sewer,
Yeah.
but it doesn't. So the Nerang update, the Nerang GP,
Yes.
the Battlers Grand
Yes.
Prix,
Yes, Luke.
we're going to be carbon neutral.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's great news.
So we have gathered, it's a whole bunch of treadmills
Yep.
and a charging station. And basically we're going to have Nerang people walk consistently to charge the batteries.
That's brilliant.
So not only are they going to lose a little bit of weight, and we've also got crystal meth stations to just
Perfect.
tap in.
Perfect.
And they'll be able to stay up all night, continue to power the race, continue to power the batteries. And the Nerang Grand Prix will be carbon neutral.
Oh, there you go. That is brilliant. That is a wonderful update of the Nerang GP.
Can any other GP do that?
Nope.
No. Can they rely on the citizens, the locals,
No.
to power
No.
through the night to charge up the batteries?
For the greater good.
No, they won't. You won't see that in Melbourne.
No, you will not see that in
You won't see that in Monaco.
Nope.
You definitely won't see that in Singapore. 'Cause
No.
it doesn't exist.
Because there is no race in Singapore. It's at Nerang. Little heads up for you. Big podcast tonight, Luke.
Yep.
Ho, ho. High five. Dan Ricciardo. Did we mention that? I think we did.
We should mention again.
Well, let's mention it again. Dan Ricciardo was on this podcast.
podcast.
Dan Ricciardo is on hold. We'll chat to him in a moment. The Turkish wrap. We've got to wrap up the Turkish GP,
Can
Luke.
I a Turkish wrap?
Oh, I love a good Turkish, a shawarma. I love a shawarma with garlic sauce.
I like a kofta.
Do you go the hummus and the garlic sauce combo?
No, just the garlic sauce.
Just the is there anything?
Hummus can fuck off.
Is there anything
Just me.
that you don't like? Do you say don't put on the onion, the red onions? Hold the lettuce.
The only thing I don't like is the pube that I find always in my kebab. So,
But they're
if I can just leave that
They're
out.
a hairy people, Luke.
Yeah,
That's
but
unavoidable.
They don't need to be shaving their privates over my.
No, that's a fair point. I don't seem to mind. I don't mind it.
You like it
I don't mind.
when you get to
Yeah.
like.
It's just a bit of extra flavour.
You brush it off.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's funny. People kiss you on the head. No, kiss you on the head. But as soon as that hair leaves your head
Oh, it's disgusting.
and goes on the food,
That's
it's
gross.
fucking gross.
That's horrible.
Ugh.
Yeah, but I'll lick your forehead. But I'm not eating that.
Yeah, I'll lick your asshole, but I'm not touching that fucking hair that's left your head, fallen gently onto a soup. People freak out. But you'll lick an asshole. You
Weirdos.
suck on a toe. What the fuck is wrong with people? Just eat around the hair.
You're a bunch of weirdos, a lot of you.
Just a bit of keratin.
By the way, this podcast
And when they find a toenail. Sorry.
proudly brought to you by the Effing One charity, Hand Jobs for the Homeless. Because why should the homeless miss out on getting their man bags emptied? It's a wonderful charity that Effing One podcast has put forward. And the great thing is, like other charities around, like the Men's Shed, they do a lot of great work, the Men's Shed, where guys that are suffering from mental illness, depression, they can go in, they can whittle.
This is
They
every
can-
bloke.
Every bloke with a wife. And is at the Men's Shed. Well, this is the same type of thing. Hand jobs for the homeless.
So you get a hand job at the men's shed?
No,
Is that what whittling is?
No, we haven't had the agreement. We're in negotiation with the Men's Shed, but these hand job for the homeless sheds have been popping up everywhere around Australia, and it's just wonderful.
You'll
to
find
see.
them in toilets. There'll be random holes drilled into public toilets.
Yep.
That's hand jobs for the homeless.
And there's just a charity on the toilet door saying it's a charity. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what's
You're
happening
giving
in here.
charity.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Giving to charity.
And then we sell that sperm onwards and we make money from it.
Correct. There's an old bloke sucking off on the other side of the wall.
Oh, sucking. Oh, well. It must be Robert Kubica.
Oh, by the way, we also offer on this podcast, a bit late to mention this because you've probably already emptied your guts, the contents of your tummy, a puke-free guarantee. If you hear anything on this podcast that makes the tummy churn and you feel like vomiting, if it does expel from the lip area, the crevice, we will come over and clean it up. That's our guarantee. It's a puke-free guarantee. Good to see.
The
Now,
guarantee.
The guarantee. It's time to speak to Robert Kubica.
Oh,
Robert. Now, we have, did I mention Dan Ricciardo on the podcast?
yep.
We've got Dan Ricciardo on the podcast.
Sebastian Vettel.
Sebastian Vettel on the podcast.
Who else?
Toto Wolff.
Oh, Toto Wolff.
Big people. The brass. The top echelon of F1. Right here. Right now, though.
Jesus Christ, we're a bunch of dickheads.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Should we just
No.
do something else?
Just keep going.
Just keep going. Keep rolling. Okay. Let's speak to Robert Kubica. He is the hand in the paddock. He's the man that knows everyone. He travels. Yes, he's a former Formula One Grand Prix driver.
Grand Prix winner.
Winner.
Won the Canadian Grand Prix.
Was it a BMW?
BMW Sauber. yes.
Sauber? But now he's the number one Formula One tester for COVID. So he follows the Formula One circus around the world, and we catch up with him every week, have a little chat. He's got the inside scoop, literally, when he tests people with his testing finger.
Gammy hand.
Let's get into it. Play the intro, Luke. Hand in the paddock, hand in the paddock, it's hand in the paddock with Robert Kubica. Robert Kubica. Hey, 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 the paddock, hey, the paddock, it's hand in the paddock with me, Robert Kubica. Hello, I'm Robert Kubica. Hello. Hello, boys.
You did your own rendition
Yes,
of it.
the song is so catchy. I love it. It's still, it's still number 5 on the Warsaw Top.
I don't know how it
10.
dropped. To be a national anthem
Now,
now.
there's some pretty good competition for the top 5 songs.
What's the top song in
My
Warsaw?
mother makes goulash.
How's that go?
My mother makes goulash. My mother makes goulash. It's a lovely goulash. Do you know? It's a very catchy tune. Have you not seen? You have not this one?
I haven't heard
My
that one.
mother
No.
loved goulash.
I
It's
did-
3 guys, three teenage guys. It's like what do you call it? Teeny poppers.
Pop group?
Pop group. Good poppy
Like
groupies.
K-pop?
Like a K-pop is. But the 3 Warsaw boys are very popular. They look like girls. They must be 10. But they love, my mama make goulash. My mama. And the girls, they go crazy for it. So, unfortunately, hand in paddock, fist in anus. He's number 5.
That's not bad.
Still happy. Hey, the royalties. Pretty good.
Yeah.
I tell you what. Anyway, hey, you look good.
How you going?
I'm pretty good, thank you. I've been testing non-stop. A very busy man.
In the United States? Do you dip your finger in any barbecue sauce while you're there? Some hickory sauce?
Oh, yes. I love the hickory sauce, please. Yes.
Have you been testing any of the local wildlife around Texas?
Yes,
Any
a
of the,
great big
the longhorn bulls?
a longhorn moose. And yes. Oh, it's a funny story. Look, this is true, please. I tell you only truth stories. I am from Warsaw. We only tell the truth. Being a Polish man, very proud of truth. I was testing Sebastian Vettel. And
Again?
Again, he's every day. Knock on the door. I can't do his voice, but he sounds like a poofter.
How would he sound?
What's the
Come
word?
on, give us.
What's the word for man who stick penis in other man's anus? Poofter.
He's called a Sebastian.
Sebastian Vettel. Okay, so Sebastian Vettel knock on door. He goes, hey. He says,
You try his accent.
okay, how's it go? He goes like this. He goes, hey, hello. My name is Sebastian Vettel. Could you please put your finger and taste me again? Like this. Kind of like the
It's
gay,
close.
like a gay boy,
I'm sure you could do better.
like a lady boy. And I say, oh, Jesus Christ. I try to hide. I hide. I'm not here. So
Just don't say that.
I made mistake. I was hiding behind couch, and I go, Sebastian, he is not here. Sorry, this is his assistant. This is Robert Kubica's assistant, Maria. Robert Kubica, not here. Fuck off. So I jump out of character. He know it me. He know it me. So I let him in. I test, and then he leave. He leave. And then another knock on door. I go, oh God, it's Sebastian Vettel again. He wants another anus test. By the way, his COVID test was clear.
Good.
Sebastian Vettel
Good
was
to
clear.
hear.
But I opened door, and guess who there? Moose. Great big moose. Us. In my face. Wanting a test.
Wasn't Lawrence Stroll?
Oh. Yes. I thought it moose. I think you're right. I think it might have been Lawrence Stroll. He has a massive ass. He was COVID positive. Yes, he was. I put in. I take out. I smell. Best way. I lick.
And
I say, Moose, you have COVID. You need to leave the
then
paddock.
Then he kicked you in the crotch and walked out.
He said he was speaking English. Now it makes me suspicious.
Maybe it wasn't Rocky or Bullwinkle.
I don't know. Anyway, you're right. I think Lawrence Stroll came into, and I kick him out of the paddock.
Well,
There you go. I kick his buttock
Yeah,
out of
can.
paddock. You like paddock? Polish sort
Great.
of humor. Yes, great. Okay. I feel like I have overstayed my welcome.
You never do.
Oh, okay.
you can stay for the whole podcast.
Can I stay for longer?
Yeah, you can take it from Adam.
Really? He's not so great. I don't like.
He's all right.
No, I don't like his long-winded introduction.
no,
of the
that-
podcast.
that's one of the highlights.
I
We get a
don't-
lot of people switching off straight after.
I don't think so. Look, it's a little bit how you say egotistic. I think he needs a.
think that at all.
I think your solo podcast. I have listened to your solo podcast. Trust me. Have you seen how many downloads?
You and 3 other people have listened to those solos.
I know for sure. How many downloads would you get on the solo podcast when you do it just by yourself?
Not a lot.
I heard the magic number 6.
6.
Trust me, I have 5 of those. I listen to you all the time.
I appreciate when you listen to it and fall asleep. It really increases our
Yes.
numbers.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, Robert.
You're welcome, Luke. Hey, look, it's just been great. I've always liked to hang with you. I must go do some more testing.
Yep.
And I'm looking forward to the USA. USA! I love the peoples. Lovely peoples. I got to eat some ribbies. And I got some chicken wings.
And some asses.
And then I'm going to test some ass. Put my finger in some date. In anus.
Excellent. Enjoy the weekend.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Have a
Say
great
hi
day.
to your wonderful cunt.
Oh, I love my cunt, my beautiful wife. Thank you for teaching me these English words.
Anytime.
Cunt means beautiful wife. Thank you,
Beautiful,
guys.
Smart.
I love you guys.
Cunt.
Thanks for the podcast. I love it very, very much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Robert Kubica.
Wow, that's Robert Kubica.
Does anyone else get Robert Kubica on the regular? I don't think so.
I can't imagine. He's one of a kind. He's a coup, isn't he? He really gets our ratings right up there.
Oh,
You know who else does?
who?
Dan Ricardo
Oh,
on this little Aussie podcast.
fucking finally.
Oh, can't wait. You know what we need to do though, Luke? Step back in time for a sec. Let's lock into Turkey. Let's chat about Turkey because we've got some awards to hand out, Lucas.
We do.
We've got a little tradition here at F1 Podcast. Producer Pete, likes to do a bit of whittling, and he's whittled a bunch of them.
He's doing his night job tonight.
Is he?
He's wearing a skirt again,
Oh, good on him.
dressing up in a sash and a skirt.
Oh, that's nice.
You'd think it's the Halloween. It's not.
No.
Pete's
on
doing a one-man show.
Beautiful.
It's called My Kilt and Me.
Oh, nice.
It's an upskirt look into Pete's life.
Oh, lovely. Does have lovely legs for
He
it.
sings
Does he?
some Marilyn Monroe stuff.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Where can
And
I
then
see
ends
this?
on a Marilyn Manson number.
Wow, what a mix.
Yeah.
What a mix. We're going to catch this show.
No, I'm not. I
What-
see him rehearse it all the time.
Oh, right.
My eyes bled.
Oh, God. Is he at the RSL club? Where is he showing?
It's called the Pink Flamingo.
Is that right? Oof, hot tickets. What do
In
they charge?
Broadbeach.
What do we charge to see a bit of Pete's
Like 80,
kilt?
90 bucks per person.
You get a free show every night.
I know.
You're not paying that.
No.
Idiots, are they? We're not
Suckers.
paying that. Let's get into some awards, Luke. First up, it is the... There it is. Oh, it's heavy.
Yeah.
It's bloody heavy. It's whittled from pine.
Pine.
Yeah, a very rare pine.
The heavy pine.
The heavy pine. This is not environmentally friendly. There's only a few of these trees left, but Pete did locate it and cut it down, which is nice. Which is the Green Award.
No, we say it fell.
Fell down. Yeah, thanks to Pete.
No one was
Reverse-
around to hear it fall.
Correct. Yep, we cut it down. No, but, it fell down. It's the Green Award for Lowering Carbon Footprint Award. Luke, who won that?
So the Green Award went because there was no DNFs.
No.
It's very difficult to give a Green Award. But Haas
Yeah.
did all that they could, and both of their cars were 2 laps down. So therefore, they both saved. They're the only cars that were 2 laps down. So they saved 4 laps of fuel,
Wow.
lowering their carbon footprint. Well done, Haas.
Brilliant. They're very good, aren't they?
Unlike the Americans to lower their carbon footprint, but they did it. Good job, Haas.
Well done, Haas. The next award up for grabs is the UG E-Day Award for dangerous driving.
Yuji Ide Award for wasting everyone's time.
Wasting everyone's time.
He's also dangerous.
He is dangerous. I get them confused with the Pastor Maldonado.
Yeah.
I'm
Once you
sorry.
say Pastor Maldonado, you know what it is.
You know it's dangerous.
But
But
when you go
UG, you think
Yuji Ide,
you think dangerous, but it's not. It's wasting everyone's time.
wasting his
Who
time.
wasted our time?
And we give it to Yuki Tsunoda.
He's a bit of a waste, isn't he?
Yeah. Yuki. Works
Japanese. Mate, Japanese drivers are
well.
based
I don't
usually
know how
a
he's going
waste.
to drive for next year.
Well, he's got the relationship with Honda. I get it.
Honda's going.
Honda's going. It's like a favour.
It is a favour.
It's a favour. Well, can we kind of use the old engine and we'll keep this shit driver? I mean, so much was promised. We were so pumped about him. He had attitude and he was fast. I don't
The
know what
only thing
happened.
I really appreciate is he swears. He's an angry little boy.
Well, if it wasn't for that,
If I was that small, I'd be angry too.
yeah.
Angry man syndrome. The little man syndrome.
But imagine if he wasn't. How boring it'd be. Just a rubbish driver. At
Shit
least,
and boring.
at least he's a bit sweary. That's good.
Yeah.
The next award. Oh, hang on.
That was the UG.
That was
award.
the next one. The Pastor Maldonado Award, Luke. Here it is. For dangerous driving.
Now we're giving it to a double world champion. Give it to Fernando Alonso
Wow.
for his tap on little Mick Schumacher, little junior. He went up and apologised after the race. Alonso did, but he got spun himself into turn 1 by Pierre Gasly, and he decided to take it out on someone else. He tried to jump on the inside, and he wasn't really there, locked up. Went to the inside of Schumi Jr. And spun him around. He got a 5-second penalty. Gasly got a 5-second penalty. But yeah, for Alonso, you're better than that. But you get the Pastor Maldonado Award.
There you go, Alonso. Suck that. Is he going to stick around for another couple? He's got a contract for
Yeah.
next year, but is he going to go beyond?
I think it's 2 years, 2 more years. Alonso's doing good, mate.
Yeah, I know, but what about? There's a lot of young drivers in the academy,
There is.
the Renault Academy.
I know.
Where are they
That
going?
Guan Yu Zhou.
No, not him. not the 40-year-old Chinese guy with $1 billion behind him who's going to take the seat in F1 next year. I'm talking about the talented guy,
Oscar Piastri.
Piastri, the Australian with no money.
He's pretty much
He's
settled
like
for
19 years old, bloody freak.
He's settled for a reserve driver role for next year. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to be announced. He'll be the reserve driver,
Yeah, but if you're a talent, you
and
don't
he'll
want to
get
be
free. He'll get practice sessions
He'll get free drinks and food and
every
stuff.
now and then. He'll get practice sessions.
But you don't want to waste that talent. That's talent on the bench, on the
But
pine.
he said he won't be taking 2 years off. So if Alpine can't give him a car,
He's got to go somewhere.
he'll go somewhere else. He might take Guan Yu Zhou's spot because,
He's going to suck.
or he'll take, Mazepin's or
Oh, get rid of Mazepin.
Schumacher's or.
Problem
There's
is,
a few drivers.
problem
It
is
could
the-
be Yuki Tsunoda. You never know.
yeah, true. Yeah, that's true.
But mind you, he's winning championships.
Get
Bang,
rid of
bang,
the-
bang.
yeah,
So any team, like if Alpine can't give him a drive,
yep,
any team would go, yeah, we'll have him.
yeah.
If they've already paid his way up there, and if they can't give him a drive, then he can go
Let's
somewhere
just
else.
turf off those billionaires owning the team, putting their sons in. That's bullshit.
Bullshit.
Had enough. No more. That's the problem with Formula One, Luke. Multi-billionaires buying up teams so their ridiculous, talentless kids can drive in it. Fucking bullshit.
We need an Adam rant.
Oh, don't get me started. All right, sorry.
What about Max Verstappen?
Max Verstappen. Well, he's a douchebag, but he's fast. I mean, he has got that. The next award up is the Likert Senate Award, Luke. That's for the best overtaking manoeuvre. Who the best?
We gave it to a young Mexican called Sergio Perez because of his little battle he had with Lewis. You thought he was done. You're like, you're done for, Perez. But he stuck around the outside, went into pit lane, still made the move on the inside into the last corner and kept it and stayed there. Great job, Sergio Perez.
Well done.
You kept that whinger behind you.
This young kid is finally coming round.
Yeah, that young
That young talent.
kid with kids,
Yeah.
Sergio Perez.
The Effing One podcast making Formula One great award, Luke. There
You could give it to Turkey again because it was wet.
Yeah.
I think 2 years in a row gave us a wet Grand Prix. Very nice. Thank you very much, Turkey. But we're giving it to a man from Spain. Carlos Sainz went from the
Carlos.
back of the grid
Yeah.
all the way up to 8th. Provided us with a lot of good overtaking, good driving,
Yep.
and Daniel Ricciardo could not keep up with that progress.
No.
So well done, Carlos Sainz. You made F1 great again with your overtaking brilliance.
Excellent.
Bit of argy-bargy into Sebastian Vettel.
That's
too.
what we like to see. We love that. And rain. Rain in a Grand Prix should be mandatory at some stage. We've talked about this before. Ideas to make Formula One great again. An automatic rain system where the viewers have got a panel at home, they've got a button, and depending on when the majority of people want to see some rain, when the race gets fucking boring, hit the button.
Maybe we could have spectators and they have like a voting system and everyone at home, and then we
Yes.
can control the weather.
Are you bored?
Rain.
Push the red button on the right-hand side for rain. On the left-hand side, push the blue button if you'd like a streaker.
Random engine explosion.
Perfect.
Oil everywhere.
Yeah.
But also people could lob hot water balloons.
Yes.
Just chuck them on.
Yep. There's
Onto
another
the
button.
track?
Yep.
Everyone just tosses it in.
I'd like to go back to the 80s where you'd have a nude streaker running over a hay bale.
Nude streaker. I like that.
That'd be fun.
How about a nude streaker with like a bucket of oil on the back? And he just makes one corner a little bit treacherous.
Maybe she is covered in oil.
She? Oh,
It's a
I was,
she.
I was thinking
Oh,
of male.
Well, you think you're very different.
Right, we
Hey,
could have a woman.
That's
That
a
sounds
lifestyle.
better.
It's a lifestyle choice, Luke. It's up to you. Whatever you want to imagine, wrapped in oil. But yeah, that's a great idea. No, these are great, valid ideas, Luke. We should repackage them and present them back to Liberty Media.
Repackage them and call them originals.
Yeah. Well, this is an ongoing idea that keeps permeating, coming back, because it's relevant, because it has legs, because people want to see it. They want to be entertained. We don't want boring races.
What if someone, like, we have random swimming pools, like those inflatable above ground swimming pools, And then in random corners, we just stab one and the water just pours onto that part of the track.
Love it.
What do you reckon?
I love that.
There's just
But
a bloke there with a knife waiting,
Yep.
gets a tap on the shoulder, and
Yeah. Cars will just slide when
water
they
comes
hit that
pouring
corner.
down.
Yeah.
Oh, we've just got reports that turn 7 has water.
Yep. Be careful, guys. They have to slow right down.
And if any
car-
place can do it, it's Texas.
Absolutely.
Everyone's going to have pools and shit there. Go and
Yeah.
slash a pool, get some water on the track.
Maybe sponsored by Bud Light. It's a pool full of Bud Light.
You could do that too.
Love it.
I was thinking jelly wrestling.
There's another corner. Another corner's got jelly. It's genius, Luke. Oh, why don't we get paid by big bucks by Liberty Media for these ideas?
Imagine us sitting in a boardroom.
Could you?
Just listen, fellas. Don't fall asleep. We've got some ideas.
Yeah. Hello, we are the ideas team. This is Luke and I'm Adam. And
We are the ideas
let's
team.
open up this
all the
briefcase
way
full of
from
ideas.
Australia.
We're from Australia. We've got a briefcase full of great
We're going to
ideas.
bring you some new ideas. Bring
So-
it into Formula 1, make it fresh.
So, we've got pools of water.
Got big pools on the side. And then we just have a guy slash that and the water goes onto the track. I think it's a great idea. What do you think, fellas?
I reckon you boys from Australia are fucking great. Do it. I say goddamn do it. It's a
They'd believe us.
damn right they would. The next award, Luke, is the Speckled Jim Award, as we commemorate that beautiful, smooth fighting cock. What was he? He was a mascot for this podcast for many, many years. Wonderful fighting cock that producer Pete would put into the cockfights regularly and try to make us a bit
Never
of...
really prepare him that well.
No. But it did fund...
One time I found Speckled Jim with a needle in his arm.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was testosterone.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was heroin.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. He never got big and strong, so I'm guessing it was more the latter.
recreational. Wasn't it? Recreational use
Yeah.
for Speckled Jim. But I tell you what, though, Speckled Jim in that cock ring did fund the first season of this podcast.
He did.
His fight, although he didn't ever win a fight, he did get some money for losing.
Yeah,
And
we
that's
put
what we kept.
20, 30 grand on him for losing.
Correct.
And we made
we made some money
20 grand and $1.
Yeah.
But that dollar.
that paid for a season of this podcast. Season 1. If you've missed it, go back. I think you'll enjoy it.
Go back, listen to it all,
Yeah.
waste your time, listen to it while
Yeah.
you're asleep, and then subconsciously you'll know everything about Formula 1.
It's weird to find a podcast that progressively gets worse.
You'd think over time
You'd
stuff would
get
get
better.
No,
No, not this podcast.
not at all.
You
We
can't.
set the bar very high. Well, we didn't. Actually, there was no bar. We just rocked up.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was good.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like this.
Most of the time it's like this or worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the Speckled Jim Award.
So-
So the Speckled Jim Award is where we give out points, you give out points to your top 3 drivers. A 3-2-1 situation.
Yep. So at the end of the year, whoever has the most points wins the Speckled Jim medal. Last year was Daniel, the
Yes.
personator Ricciardo, who got the most Speckled Jim points. He won't get it this year. But for 3 votes, we're giving to Carlos Minifon Signs. Sergio the Tijuana Tesla Perez, 2 points. And Valtteri, the other Finn Bottas, gets a point for winning the race. Now, I do want to stress I have a special mention, honourable mention,
Okay.
to Sebastian Vettel.
Oh, he'll like that.
Now, I don't know what you would call it, but I'm calling it the Having a Crack Award.
I like that. That's good.
So Sebastian, he was the only driver. I thought, let's put dry tyres on. In the middle of the race, where there wasn't a dry line, and even if you got up to speed and managed to get heat into your tyres, you'd have to overtake people, and they would not get off that line to let you pass. So you would have to overtake on the wet stuff. And Sebastian Vettel managed to spin more times than Nikita Mazepin has done throughout this year.
Quite a feat.
Quite a feat. In one race,
In one race.
phenomenal job, but he had a crack.
But that's the thing. Like, if you're not in the best car, if you're not in a winning position, have a crack.
He probably could have had a crack with about 10 laps to go.
Yes.
Maybe not in the middle of the race when everyone was still changing to intermediate tyres.
Right.
But for having a crack, you get the crack award for having a crack. And Sebastian Vettel gets a little baggie of crack the next time we see him.
A baggie of crack with a crack pipe from Nerang, which often has what is regarded to be the best crack and crack pipes in the world. So congratulations. I like that. New
Pete
award.
Hand whittles crack pipes.
He does. He does. He's
But
very good at
he
that.
deserves that crack award.
He does. Is that a new award that we're locking in, are we? The
Hey, if someone has a crack like that,
Well, I think there should be a crack award every... Can we just lock it in every
All
week?
right.
Because I think every week someone is having a crack
a crack
in
award.
some degree. All right. I love it. Fantastic. It's time for Luke's rant. We need a jingle for this. Can we get some sort of musicality happening?
I have no music ability in me whatsoever.
Or maybe you could just sing a couple of bars of something, Luke.
So it was the honourable and dishonourable mentions, but you calling it the Luke's rant.
I love Luke's rant. If you'd like to have Luke's rant, post it on the socials. 'Cause,
If you think of a jingle,
if you can create your own, can you create a jingle? Do you have that ability? Because we aren't very musical.
no.
But if you'd like to put together a little musical, we might have a little prize for you. Do we have any prizes?
No.
Did you check the prize cupboard?
Yeah,
We've got a prize cupboard.
Pete took it all.
You didn't.
Yeah. Gave it to his mum for Christmas.
Unbelievable.
He's why send it now, Pete? But he's wants to get in early.
All the effing one merchandise?
All of it.
the merch.
Yep.
Hats.
Gone.
Shirts.
Shirts,
Undies.
bras,
G-strings.
all gone.
Crotchless panties.
Pom-pom-
Edible knickers.
Pom-poms. All gone.
Dildos.
Oh, we got one of those
Oh,
left,
good.
but it's been used by Pete.
Why is it in your drawer?
Because that's where I keep it. Pete comes in there.
Keep it safe because he's
But
always
then,
using
then I
it.
know that it's been returned.
So he's
If
not-
he goes out, and
Well, you know he's not going to abuse his body again.
he might.
Because he knocks on...
Look,
Luke, can I have my dildo?
that vibrating thing you saw downstairs, that's Pete's.
That's Pete's.
And he just puts the dildo to it, goes into the shower. That's why it takes so long in the bathroom. So,
You're a good friend.
just trying to help a brother out. Thumbs up to, so honourable mention,
Yeah.
to Carlos Sainz, driving from the back masterfully to P8. Only 4 seconds behind Lando Norris, who started in those positions. 31 seconds in front of Lance. Great drive in the rain, made some good overtakes. Well done, Carlos Sainz. Sergio Perez, well. Normally it's underwhelmed. This time, overwhelmed. Having to fight the World Championship whinger. It's not a bad thing, though. World Championship whinger entering pit lane to make a move to stay in front. And, jeez. It was a good move. I thought he was done. I'm like, nah, Sergio, you are spent. There's no... he's gotten past you. He's gone around you. Then you stuck around the outside, tucked down on the inside. Then you kept in front of him.
Sure did.
And then Lewis Hamilton went on a whinge fest.
Sure did. Not happy. Tactical. I mean, that's the opponent team.
Now it's time for the dishonourable mention.
Ooh, a few of those.
Haas.
Jesus Christ.
What's the fucking point?
What the fuck?
You
They're not-
spend all that money.
Oh,
like, normally you can be close to last.
You know,
like,
you could-
Williams will be around there or Sauber will be around. But you dead set shit. You're so good. You're clinical at being shit.
Yeah.
Even in the third
What
championship.
A waste of money. Imagine what you could do with the amount of money they pumped into
Imagine
that
how
team
many
for no
homeless
reason.
people you could give hand relief to with that kind of money.
What? Imagine the number of men's sheds, the hand jobs for the homeless sheds we could pop up around the country.
Handy sheds, we'll call
Imagine
them.
what we could do with the technology here on this podcast. We could probably hire a couple of
We
decent
could
hosts.
get rid of Pete.
And a couple of, an actual producer.
Yeah.
And,
And a social media team.
a social media team.
Because I get bored of it.
We'd have a better host.
Hosts.
Hosts.
We could be like just a special
We
mention.
could be writers. We could write. We'll just write stuff.
We'll just write things on notepads and
Yeah,
point
pass
it at
them
them and
over.
they'll just shake their head like,
Yeah,
no, that's not funny.
That's why you're
That'd
so
be
bad,
stupid.
guys. That's why you pay us the
Why
big
don't you
bucks.
start your own podcast?
Yeah.
Fine, we will.
Yeah, we will. Don't worry.
That's why this podcast came about.
Yep.
But yeah, Haas, you're shitter than us.
Yeah.
That's how shit you are. I reckon they should call someone at Lego
Okay.
and get them to design a better car. Because I think someone from Lego could. Some good engineers there. Alonso. Great qualifying, outdone all by... He was pinched by Gasly. And I think Gasly overreacted. Because Perez was there and he's gone, oh, he's there. But there was actually quite a distance between Gasly and Perez.
Yep.
But he's overreacted.
Yep.
He's tapped Alonso, put Alonso off the side of the road at the start of the first corner. That's fucked Alonso's race. Gasly got a 5-second penalty for being shit.
Yep.
But then he goes on and hits little Schumi. It's just not
It's not cricket.
just not good.
It's not good.
But who am I? You know, I'm not Gasly.
No.
I've never driven these cars. I don't know what it's like to give someone room or feel that someone's going to hit you. All of my takes are my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And in my opinion, Alonso, you shit.
Mm-hmm.
Just for that race.
Yep.
Now, Lewis Hamilton. The World Championship of Whinging. Throwing the blame game in the moment. I saw several toys trackside. Fuck me, this bloke fits the whinging pom perfectly.
Doesn't he?
Now, is there a race where he goes, I will do everything they say and not answer back? Does he think he has all the data sitting in front of him as he sits behind that wheel?
Seems to think he does.
Maybe you should just call it the Lewis AMG Petronas Formula One team.
Yep.
And then they clone Lewis and put him in the other car.
Right.
And then everyone else in the team will be called Lewis.
Lewis.
And they will all make the same judgments.
Mm-hmm.
And he will have to listen to Lewis because he is Lewis.
Yeah.
I don't think it's right. They go, we've got thick-skinned Mercedes. We can take his jibes. No, put him in his fucking place. Sit him down and go, listen, we're looking at your lap times
Yep.
and your shitty tyres.
Yes.
Pirelli's come on and said, don't try and go the whole race.
No.
He didn't go the whole race last time. He went
No.
50-odd laps, but he didn't
Yes.
do the full distance on him.
That's right.
So, Lewis, stop your fucking whinging.
know.
Listen to your team.
We know he's listening to this podcast right now. Look him right in the eye.
He may never listen again.
That's okay.
I'm fine with that.
We're fine with that.
But stop whinging. Let your team do their job.
And man up.
Yeah.
Listen to your team.
Don't question and whinge.
Don't question
Just-
and whinge.
You can talk about that after the race.
Correct.
All you're doing is you're demeaning to your team, to your employers, who are paying you multi-millions of dollars to put you in an opportunity to get the best result possible.
Correct.
Now, if you listen to them originally, you've pitted earlier, your tyres will go through their graining phase, and then you'll be in a better opposition to fight Pierre Gasly and Sergio Perez.
That's right.
But no,
No.
I know better. I
Yeah.
can stay out. Until they go, no, you're coming in now. They have to do the stern parent voice.
Yep.
You're coming in now.
Yes. Yes, Luke.
And he comes out, oh, I'm fucking behind him. No shit, Sherlock.
No.
That's how slow you were going.
That's right, Luke.
Fucking
No.
whinging motherfucker.
Absolutely, Luke. No.
And that's Luke's rant.
That's Luke's rant. Wow, let's get better and better every week.
Does it?
Luke's rant. Just get it off your chest.
I feel
And
better now.
There's no holding back. That's the beauty of this podcast, Luke. This little Aussie battler of a podcast. We don't answer to advertisers. We don't have anyone telling us what we can or can't say.
No.
And we will not be silenced. And you cannot be stomped down and your rant will come out. Oh, you can push that. No, don't hit that button. That'll actually turn us off. That will literally cut us.
Yeah.
That'll turn off the microphones. But besides that...
It's funny, as we're talking, it just cuts out.
Yeah.
We ran out of battery.
oh, crap. We cannot be... Oh,
It can't be stopped.
Luke's rant.
So, driver of the day is voted by the people of the world. Carlos Sainz. Fastest lap was Valtteri Bottas, 1 minute 30.432. Fastest pit, Red Bull Racing, 2.14. The Turd Championship. Now, it's normally the tight championship F1, but with 6 races to go, it'll be hard for me to Mazepin not to be toppled. He's got 50 points, which is 2 20th place finishes
Yeah.
ahead of Junior Schumacher.
He's very shit.
Then there's Latifi, Swery Sonoda, Boy George Russell. Last lap, Raikkonen, Pizza Delivery Man, Daddy's Boy Stroll, Sebastian Vettel. They're all up there. Sebastian Vettel's just jumped up, and Pete's just come back from his late night show
Great
where
legs.
he's wearing his dress and he's got that sash on.
Beautiful.
Glad he put a shirt on.
That's a sporran. The front there. That's
Would you
the,
pay $80, $90
Absolutely, I would.
You would? There
It's
you
a
go.
great outfit.
Right, Pete, the price point's good. But yeah, there's daylight between Mazepin and Schumacher.
Yep.
Me Too Mazepin is in the lead but we've got a tight normal championship in Formula One
Yes.
between Max Verstappen and who's the other bloke? Lewis Hamilton.
Lewis.
Hopefully, we'll soon transition to Louise.
Yes.
But yeah, the third championship is well underway for the shit drivers of Formula One. And there's some good teammate battles there in terms of the shit championship.
The shit show, we could call that as well. Also known as the shit show.
That's also the F1 podcast.
Yep.
Caviar Cup.
The Caviar Cup, the billionaires battle. The sons of billionaires.
Mazepin, Stroll, and Latifi. So if they finish ahead of their teammate, they get a point.
Yeah.
So Stroll was the only driver of the billionaire boys who finished ahead of his teammate, ahead of Sebastian Vettel. So he gets 1 point towards the Caviar Cup. At the end of the year, we'll tally up who wins the Caviar Cup.
Any idea of who's in lead?
Stroll's in lead.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Latifi rarely finishes ahead of Russell.
No.
And Mazepin, I think, has done it once or twice.
Right. Okay.
And the tips.
Tips? How are we looking for the tips, Luke?
Well, you're looking terrible.
Oh.
But you got to put a tip in to actually participate.
Technically.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, there's enough room for me to come back and win this thing.
There is. There
not too
really
late.
is. You have to get the perfect round for the next 6 races.
That's fine.
And
Happy.
you could do that.
do that.
So the results of the tips are Pat, fantastic, he got 16.
Wow.
His extreme
Yeah.
tip. We got an extreme tip. I'll read out the extreme tips because
Yeah.
they're quite funny. 5 points if it's 6 cars finish on the lead lap. There was a little bit more than 6. I think it was 10 or 9. So you didn't get the 5 points there. But he goes 100 points if a turkey runs on track.
Oh.
I was dressed as a turkey.
There we go.
But I didn't make it out onto the track.
That's great.
Jimmy, Pat's brother, he got 14. Not bad.
Yeah, nice.
And he said Stroll would end up upside down.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
Unfortunately, that didn't happen. Cliff, tough week for Cliff, 10. Normally Cliff's
He's
pretty
normally
good
very
tipper.
consistent.
The douche canoe qualifies first. You got that right.
Yep.
It would start 11th. You got that right.
Yep.
And he said would finish first.
Wow.
Didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
I said that Hamilton would take out Verstappen. Didn't happen. Didn't get anywhere near him. And Marcus said that Mazepin will spin 4 or more times during the race. I think it was a bit lofty, but I think he spun once. So Marcus got 12, I got 15. So the championship of the tips, Jimmy's 220, Pat 215, Luke 214, Cliff 213, Marcus 202, Pete 183, and Adam 171.
I've just got plenty of time, Luke.
You're only 49 points
I'm just
behind.
going to start throwing some haymakers.
I know what you're doing.
I'm going to
You're leading everyone a false sense of security.
Because I know that I have a haymaker ready to rock and roll in my back pocket for this GP coming up right next. Let's just say it involves a moose walking across the track and taking a dump. I guarantee that's where I'm going to be making up my points. I've got it. I've got some inside info. Let me just say that.
My extreme tip could be maybe someone slashes a pool by the track zone.
There you go. That's
If anyone's listening at
River of-
COTA, take your inflatable pool.
proudly sponsored by Bud Light. If you want to get a little mention, Bud Light, make it happen. Good time to mention Luke. Mid-cell.
Mid-cell, Jesus.
Love a good lockdown mid-cell. We've still got coming up in this little Aussie Battlers podcast. Toto Wolff is on this podcast. Dan Ricciardo's on standby. We're going to hear from Dan in a minute. Can't believe it. Finally get to chat to Dan. Long time coming.
Too long.
Sebastian Vettel, 4-time world champion, on this little Aussie podcast, punching way above its weight. Unbelievable. Right now, what we need to do is chat about the USGP, Luke. We need to talk about the USGP.
Circuit of the Americas. Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas. Yeah. What can we see? Is it a long track, Luke?
It is a long track. The track is exactly 5.513 kilometres.
Okay.
You have 56 laps.
Yep.
The race distance of 308.405 kilometres. The lap record is held by Charles Leclerc, 2019, 1 minute 36.169. It's a decent track. I like it. They're bringing the 3 middle compounds of the 5 from Pirelli, the C2, C3, and C4 tyres. The C4 is the softer of the 3 that I mentioned. It's a great little track. Drivers like it. Uphill section, variety of different angles, and you can go side by side in a couple of corners. I like it. Yuki Tsunoda. Yuki. Jeez, I'm getting them confused.
Yeah, they're so confused. They're both little people, aren't they?
Very little. Very little Japanese man. So Yuki Tsunoda said he was trying to get a grip on iRacing in terms of getting to learn the circuit of the Americas. And he said that the hands on iRacing were getting in his way of the sight because he's so short.
Can't he get like a little milk box to sit on or something?
There's actually, if you go into iRacing, you can actually disable the hands.
Yeah.
So the hands don't get in the way.
Poor little fella.
So now he knows.
Oh.
But a bit too late. You have to learn the old-fashioned way and drive around quickly.
Yeah.
If he can see over it.
Good point.
I think they should get him a dicky seat though.
They should, shouldn't they? It's not really fair.
Or maybe get like 2 Yukis.
Maybe a booster seat, a kid's booster seat. I've got one at home that's spare for the
Yellow
kids.
Pages.
Yep, my 2-year-old uses it. Perfect height. Gives him an extra 4 inches.
Oh, you wouldn't mind an extra 4 inches, would you?
Bit more girth. Doesn't hurt either. Never say no to that.
It's a great track.
Good track.
I like it.
Okay, what's the weather like?
Oh, good
Predicted.
question.
We're expecting, please tell me there's some tantalising rain coming up. That would be delightful.
So Saturday, it's going to be hot, mate.
Yeah.
It's hot and dry.
All right.
Like my mum. Hot flushes.
Hot flushes.
Not hot as in she's attractive, sexy. Just she goes through the menopause.
Hey, speak for yourself. I think she's a
and
very
she's
attractive
dry.
woman. She's a very attractive woman.
Because of the menopause.
Yeah.
Not anything else. You gave me a look as if to go, Luke, did you just say your mum's hot? No. Temperature-wise, not physically attracted to.
I find your mother attractive. All right? I've said it. I've put it out there. And the way she bakes, the food that the spread that she puts on.
Don't say my mum and spread.
And, and dry. Don't say the words dry, spread, and mother.
Dry's fine. Because she's going through the menopause. Well,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure she's on the backside. I don't think she is anymore, but yeah, it's going to be warm in the low 30 degrees.
Good segue.
30 degrees Celsius.
30. It's hot.
That's warm.
Very warm.
And in a race suit and overalls, sitting in a car,
yep.
baking.
Baking away.
They'll need that swimming pool on the side of the track. Cool
Damn
things
right.
down.
Absolutely, they will.
Halfway through the race. Slash.
Absolutely.
What else you want to talk about? Race times?
Yep, if you wouldn't mind.
Or what are we dressed as?
Well, I was going to let you finish the race times, but if you'd like to address the clothing scenario, let's do that.
Let's
All right.
address the clothing.
As is tradition here at F1 Podcast, Luke, we must acknowledge the customs, the cultures of the native race, of the home peoples. It's what we do.
We're about to go and thank the Aboriginal people for the land that we're on. I thought
Correct.
we'd do
Yes. But this race is in Texas. So we are commemorating the local people, the customs, the traditions, as is tradition here at F1 Podcast. We like to tip a cap of the native people. So therefore, we are dressed in... Producer Pete has been very busy this week.
Are we dressed as Native Americans?
No, we're not.
Okay.
We're not.
So not the traditional land.
No, not as traditional. We're not going that far back. We're going like, say, 50 years back.
50 years back,
Okay. We're going to get 50, maybe even 100 years.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes. So producer Pete has brought out a box. Here it comes.
Should we open it up?
Here comes producer Pete. Here he comes.
Pete.
In his kilt.
His
And
large
his
box.
sporran. And his claymore. That's the Scottish pouch at the front. And thank you, producer Pete. Put it down here if you wouldn't mind. All right.
Pete's
Look,
favourite tape is Scotch tape.
we don't know what we're going to be wearing for this podcast. Lucky we're naked. Won't take long to slip into it. So open up your little baggy bag there, Luke. I've got mine. This is going to take some time getting into, but you, as we can now tell, putting your outfit on,
This is ridiculous.
wearing a pair of crutchless... What is that?
It was like cowboy pants. but
Cowboy
there's
pants.
a missing
Crutchless cowboy pants.
tackle out.
It's just you and your tackle.
Hey ho, Silver, away!
The lovely. And I am now fully dressed. Let's get into this.
Jesus, they're big.
Oh, God.
They're bigger than I thought they were in real life.
Oh, heavens. Sorry, my
They're
bad.
hitting the microphone.
God.
Just sit back further.
I got to lift them up. Look, they're
Push them
drooping.
down.
They're drooping. Oh, this is a wig. This is a wig. Oh, hang on. Let me just
it
get
you
some.
in?
Gotta get some lipstick on as well.
Oh, you
Gotta
look
Luke,
like a cheap whore.
Luke, it's got to stay in character. This is commemorate. We're acknowledging the native people. This is us, being considerate to the native. Right. I'm dressed as Dolly Parton. There, I've said it. Yeehaw, boys.
Can
Fantastic.
you maybe sing us?
Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living.
Did you know that she was from Tennessee?
Oh,
Never mind.
that's pretty close, yeah. Texas, Tennessee.
Sounds the same.
It's the country, Luke. We're not being that specific.
True, the country.
It's
the country.
the country.
Country and Western.
Country. Thank you.
There you
Thank
go.
you, Luke. It feels nice to dress up for a podcast, Luke.
You do love dressing up as a woman, don't you?
I don't mind it, Luke.
When will you make the change? Will you make the change?
I'm-
you've already gotten rid of the balls.
Lewis and I are thinking, Lewis and Hamilton and I are in conversations.
You're going to hold hands and both get rid of your dicks?
Yeah. We want to have the.
It's like matching tattoos, but matching vaginas.
Correct. The.
Do you get a black one and he gets a white one?
Correct. The comment from the listeners of this podcast is we need a girl on this podcast. You need a bit of balance. So that's where I'm heading.
Right.
I'm heading for
You're going to blackface up.
a
So
black
not only are we going to be...
woman. And I'm going to be a lesbian. I'm going to find the women attractive. I'll be a black woman lesbian. And you'll be the host. And
Straight white male.
yeah,
Here I am, cis
you
male.
racist, black, hating person.
I'm not racist.
No, you're not. No.
I like racing.
That's what I mean. Racing.
Racingist.
We need to talk to Sebastian Vettel, Luke. Should we?
Yep, let's do it.
I love Sebastian.
Hi guys, what's going on?
Oh, Sebastian.
Oh my god.
Thank God you're here.
Oh god, Jesus Christ. What's going on, guys? Oh my god. I just had the greatest night ever.
You spent time with Robert Kubica testing?
No, I've not seen. Have you seen Robert Kubica?
Yes.
Because I really need a COVID test. Oh my God. It's been hours. Literally hours. And I love getting tested.
Do you feel the urge to get tested every time you make contact with someone outside of your bubble?
Every time I have sex with another man,
There's something in my throat. Hang on. Look,
Don't think Heidi would appreciate
I am the
that.
straightest guy you've ever met in your life. I am a heterosexual guy.
Just like producer Pete.
Like producer Peter. Let's just say that he and I have had some crazy nights. But look, I've got children. I'm married.
What are those kids called again?
Oh gosh, I forgot their names already. I'm so forgetful. I just
Having
little
dick pounding in your ass does manage to fuzz the memory.
Jesus Christ. Little Shumi. There's little Alonzo and little Dan Ricardo.
There you go.
I love little Dan. He's so cute. He's 2 years old and he's already got the facial hair. He's already got some manscaping of the face. Unlike Daddy, he's got some manscaping of the cock and balls. I've got my Google sack is looking fantastic. Do you want to see my Google sack?
No.
It looks fantastic.
No.
Really, you can. I've got it in the little fashion. I've got a little. Anyway, you can check it out later.
I checked it out on your OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Thanks for giving me that free 12-month subscription.
You're welcome, Luke. Well, I know now you've got a girlfriend.
I don't have a girlfriend.
Okay, look, whatever. Let's just say, look, you've got someone special in your life, and it's not moi.
Pete.
Yeah, probably Pete. Yeah, sure.
That's why I keep the dildo in my room.
in the room. Sure you do. I heard that on the podcast. This is such a great podcast, guys.
You listened?
What's this podcast called again?
The
I don't
FM1
fucking care, guys. I'm too busy.
FM1 podcast.
Too busy to know.
podcast.
But thanks for having me on, guys. Did you want to talk about Formula One? Because I don't like talking about my private life.
So
okay?
are you looking...
I didn't suck anyone off, I promise. His name wasn't Dave.
Dave.
His name might have been Dave. It was Dave.
Is this like a coming out episode?
Yes, it did come out. What? Who? But I don't want to talk about my private life. Look, I'm not interested. The listeners aren't interested. They know I'm heterosexual. They know I'm a tough guy who likes to pump weights and jog and wear high vis. I like to wear high vis and wear boots.
Down near the construction site,
I like to hang out near the construction site, Luke.
so everyone can see you.
Yeah, I hate the shower.
And you pick up rubbish.
I don't like getting sweaty.
I think you pick up rubbish in some kind of pants that I'm wearing right now.
Crotchless panties. Yeah, crotchless chaps. Yeah. By the way, you look amazing.
Do you use lip balm
Why-
on your anus?
Are you got a stiffy?
I,
Is that a full?
whenever I
Oh my, that is gigantic, Luke.
Oh, how many times do I have to explain this?
Holy
Every time I podcast, I get an erection.
That's you do, don't you? Oh my, it looks like a baby's arm holding an apple. I'm gonna be honest with
It's
you.
a small baby with a deformed apple.
Jesus Christ.
You know those apples you just drop and it kind of, I'll still eat it
Oh
anyway.
my God, look. That thing is like from. Are you a horse? Are you half man, half horse?
I'm a Shetland pony.
That girlfriend of yours. Oh my God. Sorry.
Boyfriend.
Boyfriend. Yeah,
get it
sure.
right.
Sure, whatever. Oh my God. You've taken my breath away.
You're salivating.
I am. Oh boy.
Well, Sebastian, it's lovely to talk to you.
I wish I had room for dessert.
You don't.
I just had Dave. I'm still. Guys, this
Was
has
he
been.
homeless?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
That's
You're doing our part for our charity, hand
I've-
jobs for the homeless.
I've hit rock bottom.
No. I think he hit rock bottom. I don't know about you.
He did ask me to lick his bottom. I didn't know. I gotta go, guys.
Go get tested.
Okay, bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.
That's wrong. Everything about that is why we don't get many downloads.
I think we'll be travelling somewhere for the puke-free guarantee.
Oh shit! I forgot about that. We have the puke-free guarantee. Is that still valid?
Yeah.
Oh God! But remember, you can't claim the puke-free guarantee. You can't have us come to your place to clean up the vomit if you've just sucked someone off.
Yes, that's true. Especially if you're Icelandic.
Yes,
You can't.
that takes out all of the Icelandic countries, all the Scandinavian countries.
You bunch of cock gobblers. You won't get us up there just to clean up a little bit of spooge.
But there's still a population. Well, how many downloads did we get last week? 6. There's still
6.5.
there's still probably 4 people
Mum was the half.
that we need to travel and clean up right now in the States. Hey, well, that's okay. We'll go to the States,
To the inflatable pool.
take the inflatable pool, clean up some vomit, watch the race. Win-win, mate.
And then push a moose on track. Get him to take a shit.
And I'm
And then
back.
you get
I'm back in the tip game, baby.
So, the race times
Yes,
for
Luke.
this weekend's. If you're anywhere in the world listening, here's some times. New Zealand, 8 a.m. Monday morning.
Yeah, that's nice.
Queensland, 5 a.m. Monday morning. Victoria, New South Wales, Tasmania, 6 a.m. Monday. Western Australia, 3 a.m. Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Ho Chi Minh, 2 a.m. Kathmandu, if you're up Everest and you want to watch the Grand Prix, you're going to have to watch it just before 1 a.m.
How's the reception up there, I wonder?
Poor.
Poor.
Satellite.
Yes.
All
not
on
great.
satellites. Finland and Damascus, 10 p.m. Stockholm, 9 p.m. London, Lisbon, and Timbuktu, 8 p.m. And then the East Coast United States.
The United States.
Yeah.
I like it.
If you just bring your skates together, they're united.
Yes.
So the East Coast United States of America. And Guyana, 3 p.m. Chicago, 2 p.m. West Coast USA, 12 p.m. So on noon, watch the race.
Where would you, if you had a destination you'd love to watch a GP from, out of the ones you've just mentioned, where would you-
Kathmandu.
Kathmandu. Lovely spot.
It's a shitty time, 1:45.
Nepal.
But you're probably about to start if you're going to summit Everest, you're probably going to be starting around 9 p.m. at night and
Yeah.
work your way up to see it at sunrise. So you could probably stop halfway up, suck down some oxygen, watch
Yep.
a bit of the race.
Yep. You know, I would choose to not go to Everest. I'd go the other way and go to the
pussy.
Annapurna Circuit on the western side of Nepal.
Hmm.
It's a much more leisurely, easier trails.
So the same kind of time.
Same time, but just an easier walk. Not as steep, not as high. Got some lovely views and nice food, nice villages. Whereas it's a bit extreme going to bloody Everest. It's extreme.
It is.
But I'll
it's
come
expensive
with you. Let's go together.
just to watch the race.
Yep.
Not to climb it, just to get up there and be the highest person to watch a Formula One race.
That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? That would be good. Would that
And we
be
could plant the F1 podcast flag up there,
perfect?
take a big shit,
Yep,
say we took a shit on the highest point of the world,
sure did.
shag each other so we can say we joined the Mile High Club.
Did that.
On
Whatever.
Everest.
Tick. Tick. Took a shit. Tick. Watched Formula One. Tick. Shagged each other. Tick. Bit cold though, wouldn't it? Gee, I don't perform that well under cold conditions.
No, we'll do it through the suit. We'll have like a butt flap. I've thought of everything.
Will there be any foreplay?
No.
You
We've
can't
just
expect me to get straight
Foreplay,
in.
you can walk behind me and you can watch my ass as I walk up to
Maybe
the summit.
is there a yak?
The yak don't go up there. It'll be Sherpas. The Sherpas will help us out.
Paying them good money. Might as well.
Can you carry my bags and warm me up?
Right. We'll sit him down before we take the hike. Right. Here's your job
We'll
description,
do an
fellas.
Instagram live on the top of Everest,
Yeah.
having a shag.
Yeah. So your job is to carry my bags and then empty them.
Speaking of emptying the bags, you want to talk to Toto Wolff?
I'd
before we go?
love to chat to Toto Wolff. Fuck, he's a genius. That man, although, some question about the last race. Oh, we'll find out, shall we? Let's do it. Toto, we've got you on hold, I think. Let me just push. Oh, that's the wrong button. Toto, can you hear me?
Did you just hang up on Daniel?
Oh, shit. Is that the button for Daniel?
You fucking
Oh,
idiot.
fuck.
The one time we had him.
Is this the time to mention that we had Dan Ricciardo on the podcast? Is this that moment? We had Dan Ricciardo
We had him.
the whole time waiting on this podcast, and I've accidentally hung up on him thinking...
Wait, he's called back. He's called back.
Put him on hold. We've got to talk to Toto.
Oh, yeah.
Just hang on. It is flashing, but we'll just speak to Toto first. Put that on. That's Dan. He's on hold. Is that you, Dan? No.
Hello?
It's Toto. Toto. Sorry, Toto. We thought you were Dan.
I'm not Daniel Ricciardo.
No.
Can't you tell by my voice?
Clearly not Dan Ricciardo. Thank you, Toto, for joining us on
Why are you
F1 Podcast.
wasting my time again?
Sorry, we do realise that you're just simply filling a quota talking to us. You've got to talk
I'm
to...
the team principal.
You are the team principal, and we appreciate all your moments, your valuable seconds. Toto, there's been some criticism of the team, mostly from Hamilton in that last race.
You know, sometimes I listen to you and I just want to fall asleep.
Sorry, here's the question. It is coming.
Such a long-winded question.
Sorry, Toto.
I'm a busy man.
I'm not a journalist. I'm just an Aussie bloke just trying to get a kick here. Apologies, Toto.
Stop kicking and start talking.
My question for you, Toto, is
Thank you.
how are you feeling and did you make the right call?
I'm a little bit amorous. Oh, wait, what is the question?
Did you make the right call? Lewis said that you should have left him out on the same set of tyres.
Are we still talking about Turkey? Fine.
Yes.
We made the right call. Lewis didn't listen. That's pretty much what it was.
Okay.
If he had come in when we wanted, we would have had a better result. Unfortunately, he thinks he knows all.
Yeah.
But as a team, we made the decision. He decided to ignore that.
Did you feel tempted to get on the intercom and tell him to shut the fuck up?
I was tempted to throw something at him when he drove past.
Yeah.
And then just go, remember who pays your fucking wage?
Right.
Your exorbitant wage?
Yes.
Who gives you the platform and the ability to win races and world championships? Listen to us.
Yes. Yeah. Could he have made it on that set of tyres?
No.
No. Okay.
His tires were fucked.
Yeah. So it puts you behind in the world title race now, about 8 points or 7 points from memory. Plenty of time to come.
6 races.
6 races.
We'll be good in Austin.
Will you be taking any more engine penalties?
No, I bloody hope not.
No. Okay. Is Red Bull looking at any more penalties?
Listen, if we have Valtteri, hopefully puts him into the wall hard enough that we can ruin a Honda engine, then maybe. But at the moment, we won't be taking any more penalties. Up to Red Bull if their shitbox is going to work or not.
Gotcha. You look fit. You've been in the gym?
I've been in the gym a lot.
Yeah.
I've been...
You still COVID safe?
very COVID safe. I'm
Yes.
socially distanced except for my trainer's ball sack.
Yes.
Everything else remains perfectly in tip-top shape. You will not find COVID in my anus or
Yes.
in my mouth, thanks to Robert Kubica's vigorous testing.
Does Robert come and test you regularly?
He tests everyone in
Yeah.
the team. He's a fantastic tester.
Yeah.
He does a magnificent job of keeping us all safe.
He's a great on the podcast. We love him.
He's on the podcast.
He's
I
on
didn't
the-
know that.
he's on this
I don't
pod-
listen. Why would I listen?
Well, exactly. Why would you listen?
I don't know why people listen to you.
No, I
It's not for me.
They don't. Toto, they don't. Have you seen how many downloads we get?
I have seen it.
Yeah, it's amazing that you
And,
turn up, to be honest. But you are filling a quota. We get it. And
This
we
and
thank
this
you.
is some kind of charity.
It's we do have a charity if you wanted to be involved.
What kind of charity do you have? Some kind of stupid jerk-off charity, I'm guessing?
That's exactly what it is. It's called Hand Jobs for the Homeless. Yes.
Well, I'll get behind that for sure.
Okay.
Me and my trainer will get there. We'll make sure these homeless people are fit
Yep.
and much lighter when they finish.
That's a great idea.
Listen, I have to go.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Toto. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it. He's gone. Yeah, no, he left. He left before I got a chance to say goodbye.
That light isn't blinking anymore.
Oh, no, we've lost Dan. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. Fuck it. Fuck sticks, Luke.
One moment.
God damn it.
When we had him there,
God damn it.
when you pressed the wrong button.
We had Dan Ricardo on the podcast.
This is what happened when producer Pete falls asleep at the wheel.
When he wears a fucking kilt to work. Can you stop wearing a kilt to work, Pete? It's distracting. Because you're not wearing any underpants. And he keeps crossing his legs and
He looks like a Ken doll under
it looks
there.
like the last turkey in the shops. It reminds me of Speckled Jim.
Oh,
Between his legs. That looks like look at that.
I'm not.
The last turkey in the shop.
Little speckled.
He's even got the same little smile on his face.
Crooked cock.
Crooked cock. Just limp. Just sitting there.
One eye.
This one's got a lot more feathers on it.
No. Pete has one feather.
Hmm.
It's like speckled Jim.
Oh, memories. Funny how image just gets you, doesn't it? Like, it takes you back. Like, suddenly I was there.
Speaking of Jim, the food we're eating for this weekend's Grand Prix, thanks
look
to
at this.
my mum.
Mrs. Luke. We got Texas barbecue ribs. What we got here? Got some goddamn spicy wings as well. That's Frank sauce right there, motherfucker. Got some macaroni cheese. Got some cornbread. What else we got there?
Going from the south.
We got some grits. We got some goddamn grits here as well, boy. What else we got there, boy?
I think that's Dolly Parton's really taken over there, hasn't she? Going into the south. I was thinking steak, burgers.
We got burgers.
We
We got Popeyes. Great. I love chicken. Popeyes chicken.
Jeez, as soon as you blackface up, straight into that chicken.
Cal's
You
Jr.
are
Cal's Jr. Fucking great burger right there. Double pickles and sauce. What else we got?
Some brisket.
Brisket. I do like brisket.
And what are you washing that down with?
I'm going to nice cold beer.
Don't say. If you're going
beer.
to say Bud Light again.
Nope. It's going to be Cool Coors. Cool. Is that a beer?
Yes.
That's an American beer.
Of course, yes.
Here we go. Any other? Name some American beers.
Heineken. Is that Heineken?
No,
Is that
it's
German.
fucking not. It's Dutch.
Dutch.
Yes.
I don't drink.
Well, there you go.
How the fuck would I know?
We're just getting a bit mouthy now, aren't we?
Wise.
Budweiser. There's a good beer. No, it tastes like shit, I think.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You're looking at me like,
I don't know.
can you back me up on this?
You're not a
Can you?
drinker. You're not a
Jack
drinker.
Daniels, Tennessee whiskey,
It's not a beer.
Wild Turkey.
Yeah, Canadian Club. That's not American. That's Canadian.
Are we sure?
We don't really know what's going on.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Thanks, Mum.
Thank you, Mum. This has been great. Thanks for the food. And looking forward to the race. And sorry, Dan. Forgive us.
sorry. Can we try again next
Can
podcast?
we please try again? Call us back, Dan.
Please.
Dan Ricardo, if you're listening. Sorry.
And bye.
Bye.